Hey guys, Pamela Isaac is waiting for her diorama, a work in progress. So far, the vines have all been painted. Anyway, what I want to talk about today is using rocks in your diorama. And I gathered all these rocks when I was picking up garbage in the apartment complex. And it's amazing the variety you can find. To find small rocks, one of the best sources is to follow the drip line off a roof, because obviously the water's been pounding that area and it reveals small rocks and gravel. So that's a hint for you. So let's look at the rocks. You have three things to consider. You have size, you have color and texture, and you have shape. So if you're going to make a rock basically a centerpiece right by your figure, then you need a larger rock. And this one in particular caught my eye when I was looking at it. It's very interesting in that actually this would be good for like an alien planet because of all the different striations and holes and pockets and so on. That's probably the most interesting one I found today. Then you have ones like the one at her feet that have a little algae growth on. So like if you do a diorama with her, you'd want to include a rock like that has some green on it. This also has some green. This is a very interesting rock, isn't it? When you're talking about size consideration, take this one for example. I have rocks that are relatively this size right outside my front door. So this size would be good for like a landscape size. This is an interesting one, isn't it? Look at the, almost looks like a face. So you notice you have certain ones that are more upright. This one in particular is a real flat. Looks like it's been broken in half, real flat surface. And those upright ones are good for behind a figure. These round ones, I picked that one up. I usually don't pick up too many like this, but this one was interesting with this like line and then this line. You do use this to kind of, you would bury it halfway. Here's another one that's like a chip. Here's another one with a chip out of it. I have one more with a chip right here. Underneath, it's interesting. So, interesting shapes. Again, triangular ones. They're good for having, them jutting out. This one's got a sad face on it. This is a good one for Again, a background rock. This one is all nearly triangular. It has some visual interest when you look at the texture. So it all depends on, what you're using these rocks for. Sometimes you can use them to hide attachment points of like trees or other like bushes and stuff like that, other landscaping items. So there you go. I didn't mention this one here. This is kind of cool because this was obviously inside a cement block and got chipped off. You see the cement here, and then it had a larger rock inside. So couldn't resist that one. You could bury that one, just have the banana-shaped one on top. So there you go. Rocks. And I'm out.